Welcome to this week's episode of ServidiOH's. I'm Sam, this is Kara, replaced in Austin temporarily or maybe permanently if Austin, you don't get your shit together.
That ain't a plot of me.
No, I'm just playing. This is a ServidiO, so we're all ServidiOH's. We're all going to be on the show. So anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Go to ServidiOH's.com to get yourself some merch. And we're going to start off with a trailer review for a movie she's really fond about. She can't wait to see it. She can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I just don't know enough about Avatar, Fire and Ash, right?
Yes.
Fire and Ash.
Yep.
I don't think I'm qualified to even talk about it because I'm just like a novice fan. So let's get a professional in here. My cousin, Natalia.
Whoa. What's up?
That was weird.
Nice to see you here.
Nice to see you here.
Someone that knows what they're talking about.
I know. So, Avatar, Fire and Ash. One of the major things that we're going to be looking at is Varang. She's going to be our first female clan leader, and not to mention that she leads her clan without Awa.
She doesn't believe?
No,
That's
she does not.
such a very big part of just like a very spiritual part of what they're about. So that,
Not only do they not believe in Awa, but in some of the concept art that we've been seeing recently, they don't even connect to some of the animals that they ride on.
so like the horses and like, what about the, like, what are the dragons called?
Ikrans?
Oh,
Well, we don't even know if they have their own Ikrans. From what we're seeing, they might have a completely different species that's more similar to a stingbat. So,
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain what that is.
a stingbat is, if you've played the games, they're like a much smaller version of what an Ikran could be, but they have jaws that extend out and they sting. But one of the major things that we're also highlighting is in the teaser, we see that Jake is actually abducted by the humans, by the RDA. He ends up getting taken, and from what we can barely see up above, Neytiri is falling on her Ikran, helpless.
Hold on, here's the thing. I will say helpless. I have a very big theory that Neytiri is going to die. I think that she is going to get wiped out. If I'm being honest, I think Jake and Neytiri are going to take it out, and all of their kids, I honestly think they're going to be left to fend for themselves. And given that the last film, they already lost a brother, I think that he's going to have to step up. And I think it's going to be a very challenging series for him.
I don't necessarily think Jake and Neytiri are gonna leave at any part of the series because they play such a huge and important role.
But
within it.
that's the way that movies play out nowadays, though. I think you need such a drastic change that they've just been so a part of the first and the second film. I think at some point one of them is going to die, and then towards the end another one is. I just think they're both. By the end of the film, I think at least one of them is going to be expended. I think it's going to be done.
Possibly. I think, well, one of the major things that stands out, though, is there usually is at least one or two major deaths or character deaths that happen within each movie. And I wouldn't necessarily think anything major is going to happen in this one because there's too many characters that are so important of value, like right now.
No,
but if there was anyone to go, unfortunately, if we follow patterns and trends that have been happening, we're going to probably see the oldest child of whatever major,
there's
going on.
respectfully.
Ong Young is going to be out.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no way that they can take out. Was it the youngest son that died or was it the oldest?
It was the oldest son, Nateum.
Okay.
Just like the older brother of Jake Sully died, just like Neytiri's older sibling died.
Okay, but here's the thing though. They can't continue on the trends. They have to end it at some point.
You never know, though. That's one of the main things about Avatar that's so fascinating. They can continue with the same trend without letting it go out of style because not only do they put a new twist to it, but they also bring in new elements that can completely capture your attention. Let's talk about the theory that they have about Varang's necklace of kudus, the braids that people use to connect to the earth and the animals. She holds a huge warrior necklace, and people are still theorizing on whether exactly the braids come from maybe passed down elders or if the braids come from possibly battle people in war, like her enemy.
So let me say this. Do you think she's more war-oriented? Or do you think she's more like, let's find out, you know what? No, I just answered my own question because she doesn't believe in Awa.
She doesn't believe in Awa. She believes in transactional things, materialistic things. She believes in the fact that in the end, everything can burn. Nothing can prosper under fire. So if you use fire and force against something, you're going to get what you want no matter what.
And they have a saying, fire fights fire.
But in that case, is it going to be fire fights Kiri? Because right now we're looking at Kiri being one of the most Awa-orientated characters put in situations where Awa is lost. And there's a theory going around that Kiri might have her kudu cut off.
Oh, don't even get me started, because that's such a connection. That's such like a spiritual like bond. I don't even think, I don't know. I have no words. Honestly, we're just gonna have to watch the film.
Exactly. It's just gonna have to roll out. Autobots.
Rollouts.
Well, if magic is real, gotta go.
Well, I'll see you next time.
See you next time. Back to Sam.
Oh, you're back. What's up?
Oh man, that was crazy.
Not gonna lie, kind of missed you.
Yeah, I know. She's pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, that was our cousin Natalia. She's awesome. She's very knowledgeable, knows her stuff. And next topic, what do you think? Who would win, Batman or the Predator?
I'm gonna have to go with Predator. I think just moralizing that he's top of the trees, heat vision, he can see what's going on, what's coming forth, what's not. I think I'm gonna go Predator. I don't know, I think he's gonna be able to see a little, you know, I think he's gonna be able to get in there and see that little swoop in. And
Batman always like preps. And all these people in the comments are like, don't say prep time, but I have to say prep time. If Batman had prep time, now think of this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like when he was in the film, he ended up being able to whoop Predator's ass, and he ain't Batman, you know? But he ended up learning though. Like it took a while for him to learn. Like obviously, you know, covering yourself in mud, he had to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if Batman kind of knew what he was fighting, I think Batman could, because he also has the gadgets, he also has like explosions, he also has like, and he has way more fighting skill than Arnold's character did in the film.
yeah.
But if we just dropped them in an arena and said fight and Batman had no clue, I agree with you.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. What timeline do you think he got to be like, okay, this is who Predator is, this is what he does, this is what I have to opt for? Because obviously, like you said, you know, like Batman, like, knows his opponents, he knows what he's facing, he knows what he's up against.
He even beat Superman with prep time.
Okay.
Yeah. And then your mom's name is Martha too. That's what that was.
I don't know. I just, wholeheartedly, I think Predator would just be able to just look at him and be like, okay, fucking cape suit, cool prep time, you're done.
Comment below what you think. Let's give me two like different versions too. Like if he did have prep time, which I even hate myself saying prep time because I would get pissed when I would see in the comment section, they're like, with prep time. You know what I mean? And then because that kind of gives Batman a little bit of an out because he's a human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, you know what? How about this? Let's set rules. In an arena, and that's it. Oh, wait. In an arena, but Batman knows who he has to fight. So that means he gets somewhat prep time, but he can't.
But not enough prep time to be like, okay, this is what I have to do to counteract his, you know, like, I know who he is, this is what I'm up against, but no, like, okay, I have like a week to be like, oh, this is your heat vision. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he can come in with whatever's on his utility belt, knowing that he's gonna have to fight Predator. Go.
what's on his utility belt then?
He's probably gonna get some, like, mud lotion so Predator can't see him. I don't know, some shit.
He said,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Predator is so used to just being out in like the, what's the word? Kind of just like in the element where he doesn't know what's going on. He's just so inclined to the environment of like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He's just ready for this, that, and whatever comes at him. I just think that he doesn't need preparation time, and he's ready for whatever comes at him. I
Very
don't
true.
think he needs, oh, like, give me a week to put me belt together. I think he's just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, okay, alright, so, alright. Damn, that's hard for me, man. I want to pick Batman because I'm a DC fan. But in truth, man, if they were...
We didn't have parents. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know, I know, he didn't have parents. But, like, in truth, I think if it was in an arena, Batman would get his ass handed to him. But it's hard, because if he brings some shit in the utility belt, you already know what to do.
Here's the thing, though. The altercation of Batman doesn't kill people. Predator fucking strips people of their skin. Like, it's type A, type B fight. So it's...
So if he did that to Batman, would he become the Batman?
Predator was Batman?
And then he'll still, like, somehow fit his big-ass head in the fucking cow, or whatever it's called. Comment below who would win, Batman or the Predator, in an arena, 1 week prep time for Bruce Wayne.
No prep time.
now we're moving on to the Jabroni of the week. And this is actually a good Jabroni of the week because we have somebody that used to actually work there. This week's Jabroni is people that think Olive Garden is authentic Italian food.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I worked there for a year and some odd months. It was very fucking authentic when I first started. And then the more you get to like watch the kitchen, it's all out of a bag. It's all, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's very good. Drunk food, go to Olive Garden. But if you're looking for a very authentic, not Olive Garden. They're very service on. They're very fill your drinks and make sure your appetizers are full. But you know what my manager used to say? What's the word?
Trasher.
Fucking shit. It's very good food if you're going like once or twice a month, especially if you're in the gym and you're working the fucking, hold on, working that shit. Don't go to fucking Olive Garden. Don't do it. Okay. Go once in a while, but I would say it's not homemade. It's not authentic. It's very like once in a blue moon.
I think Olive Garden is to Italians as Taco Bell is to Mexicans. So that's my take. But don't get me twisted, man. I
agree.
Like she said, it is good drunk food.
Yes.
Like I went there a few times, buzzed up, and I was like, hell yeah, endless breadsticks and salad. I thought it was awesome.
I will say the first time he ever came to visit me, don't even get me started. The first time he ever came to visit me while I was serving, he ordered 5 cheese ziti, and I gave him the cheese stuffed ravioli.
No, backwards. I wanted the 5 cheese ravioli, and then you brought me some weird ziti dish, and
Well, okay, at the time, this is what I mean. They change the menu so often, you don't know what you're getting. You could order a fucking Alfredo boat, and you're getting a marinara mixed with Alfredo, mixed with this, that, and the third. It's just so different, and it's so like different location-wise. It's just, you don't know what you're getting. Like, no, Olive Garden is real. So no matter if he ordered whatever the hell he said, I gave him what he got because that's what he ordered, and he liked the Caesar salad.
The Caesar salad was good. That wraps up this show. Everybody, this is Kara Servidio.
This is
part of the ServidiOH's, and then you see Natalia, and then tune in next week. Oh wait, but first, most importantly, we need you to subscribe, ding that bell, like, tell your mama about it, and then go to ServidiOH's.com to get yourself some merch so you can finally look cool. And remember, you didn't see anything, so get out of here.
Get out of here.
You wanna buy the merch? Get it now, get it all. Get a hoodie, look goody in the mall. Now you roll up on the mob, looking good like you bought all the stock in the shock when you show 'em what you got.